Yo, but it's all the niggas cross-dresses. He all said it off. I offset it on Cardi, just off credit. Till I even my odds unsettled the impaler. Leave them all beheaded. More or less, I used to be moralist. I'm used to doing more with less. Yo, woke me out of my task paralysis. Leave it to the cops to discover where the mask of malice is.
Yo, Calgreazy, urban migration starts right now.
What's up, everyone? This is Jordan Lewis. I'm a local producer here in Calgary, Alberta, here with the Urban Migration Podcast.
Yo, what's up? My name is Dwayne with this Urban Migration Podcast, and we have a great interview today, so I hope you guys stay tuned. Yo, big up all of Canada, Toronto, Winnipeg, Edmonton, everywhere. So we got the one and only ViNZ, one in the spot right now, so we're going to get to that podcast right now. I'll show you guys what's up.
Urban Migration Podcast is sponsored by G Original Clothing, Third Degree Everywhere, Jump Shot Records.
Yup, you know what up, y'all? It's the ViNZ reporting to you live straight from Calgreazy. I'm here with Urban Migration Podcast. That's what's up.
You say no more. All right.
Say less.
That was great, buddy. All right, got to fix myself for this podcast.
Get comfy in the couch.
All right.
First time on the couch.
All right. So, here we go. Urban Migration, you don't know. Big up to all the sponsors out here. We're not going to get into that. Big up all the people from Toronto right now. Calgary, stand up. We got our boy ViNZ, one up in the spot. You don't know, so we're going to get down to the nitty gritty and see what his story is, where he's from, and what he's about to do. So, yeah, so welcome. Done no respect.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, so I don't know. Tell us a little about you. I can start asking you questions, but you know what? I know a lot of people in Calgary already know you already, but this is for across Canada. So, as my boy was saying, this is not a thing that he usually does, you know what I mean? So, but I feel like he needs to come and show his thing because it will be a great, podcast conversation for him to say. So, like, welcome again.
Yes, thank you.
So let's just start here. So, I can ask you. Obviously, the question is like, how much you love this game right now? How much you love this music thing? Why you keep doing this? And what's your passion for it? I'll start with this right there. I have a whole bunch of lists.
What's the passion for it?
Yeah.
Something for the people to relate to. Something to help them get through shit. Something that connects the people. Music in general gets people together. There's a lot of discord and distance between people, and people are getting labeled and categorized and classified, and at the end of the day, I think hip-hop just brings people together, and that's the way it's got to be, as far as I'm concerned.
So that sums it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you relate to that? You got what he meant?
I feel like I relate to that, especially in the city of Calgary, but like overall, even like there's such a great division, like in any scale that you put it, like in the city, in the province, in the country, in the world. There's such a huge division, and I don't know what do you think the secret to unity is in the city? I guess we can start there, or even in the community.
Shoot, common unity, something that you can get together, something that's familiar with each other. You know what I mean? Just like breaking down boundaries and barriers is like really just like the common thing that we can all get down to is music.
I think that you said that properly. Still, is breaking down barriers. So yeah, you're right. So the question that you asked him is if he already knew that, the formula to make it's like
we'd be there.
Yeah, we'd be there. So I'm glad that you already know that. So I'm not trying to
what's the
question,
answer?
right?
Yeah. Tell me.
But it's true. So that's that part where he's saying that there has to be that change, right? And how do you do that change? You want to be the person to do it, right?
Yeah.
Some people don't want to take that responsibility.
Yeah, you got to facilitate it. You got to be kind of like, I don't know, figurehead.
Okay, so another thing, yup, because
yup,
that's your slogan.
That's the
now
joke.
I wanted to start my podcast with that, but I totally forgot. But that yup is going and stuff.
Yeah.
I was saying where'd you come up with that yup, getting people attention before?
Yo, it was just like it just made sense because like I thought that I made it up, and then I heard Classified and Katash, they did it on a track. Like literally, that was pretty much the hook. But anyways, aside from all of that, I thought that I was original and doing all of that. But yo, I just I hit it, and then people started coming up to me. Yup, you know it, and it was like Nambert Manor. Shout out to Nambert Manor.
Shout out.
He's over at home or whatever, and his wife is doing the dishes, and he says to her, "So you doing the dishes?" She turns around. Yep, you know it. All right,
yeah, it's
so
kind of
it just
I'm
snowballs.
I'm not
so I
gonna lie.
stuck with
Still, I swear, I just have to ask you first right now. I'm gonna steal something from you. I say steal. I know you're gonna lend it to me still, but I'm gonna start to call Calgary Calgreazy right now.
Yo,
that's that shit right there.
That's that
Calgreazy. I was like, who? Shit.
I'll tell you.
I should have
I'll tell
thought
you the
about that
origin.
shit before. Fuck, put that on my podcast. But I'm using it.
I'll give you the origin later on.
All right, say no more.
Yeah.
This guy, let us know when he's gonna do that. I
Yeah.
want to hear that shit now, Joe.
You can't put it on a shirt without giving him.
I can't give you all my cards at once, you know.
All right, so like another slogan that I heard from you: a real worker knows where. What is it? What? Finish it.
Oh,
finish that.
A hard worker always knows where his boots at.
What does that mean to you?
So it was pertaining to giving like kind of subliminals to my past life. So it was like if it was one thing I learned from the general, that's to move where your troops at, so you know where all your players are at, right? A hard worker
always knows where his boots at. Calm down.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was taking a lot more literal. I thought you meant like where you are at, but when you're saying your boots, you mean like your squad.
But it actually is funny because that's where he's at still. The man works. This guy will be post things for his music at work. Smoking.
Dirty shit.
That's some real shit.
So I gotta clean up on the weekends, you know.
Yeah, but I love how you take that person. You put your hip hop into your personal life. Like you're able to be open and on the camera and show your faults. And I know why I'm gonna get to you about that. I can tell you why you do that, and it's hard for people to do that, especially like, you know what I mean. So I congratulate you on that. I'm gonna bring you to the reason why I said that. Like you're open. You know what I mean. You'll always let people know your faults when you're doing your blogs or whatever. You know, you get in front of there. And to me, when I look at it, I see it and I'd be like, yo, it seems like it's not hard for you, but it's not you. It's not like, not say, just like what you said, you go out your comfort zone to let people know yourself, even though you don't like it. And that's one of the hardest things. So speak on that. If I'm wrong, like, let me know where I'm wrong about that.
No, I think like I made a promise to myself, like after, like, I mean, I've been out of certain lifestyle for a while now. And I know that like, you know, some of my friends that ain't here anymore and stuff, they wanted me to do my thing from a long time. So now that I've got my space and everything's safe and correct, you know what I mean? I just got like these open doors, and I just feel like now's the time to just express that, push that, and I made a promise to myself to start showing face more, you know, because I was ghost, you know, like anyways.
But okay, yeah, fine. I'm not gonna know that ghost part at the time because I'm not gonna get into that ghost part. But sometimes people need to do that. Sometimes they need to humble themselves and sit back and find themselves, right? But I'm saying like your motivational vibe, because I see like you always seem like you're motivating people, even though and it seems like you're motivating yourself as you're doing it. It's kind of weird with like how I see like you're not out there like, oh, you could do this too. You're more like, bam, you don't even know, bro. This shit's hard. You know what I mean? What's going on? But don't stop. And the quotes that you put out, so it's not only for that's why I feel like it's for you at the same time, but it's also for everybody, whoever wants to take it in.
Yo, you totally nailed it. Cause cause now I'm on my sobriety journey and all that stuff.
There we
so
go.
like,
okay, makes sense.
So I'm trying to like, because I appreciate that. The thing for me, it was literally that, like on my Instagram, my first thing is like affirmations, and you can see it like regularly all the time. There's like 2 affirmations, and I just like set my tone for the day like that.
Yeah.
Right? Cause like, depression, I deal with mental health issues, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, and like, as long as I'm good up here, my surroundings are like much clearer, and I can deal with the hardships and things like that. But you know what? I would literally go through my story and be like, yo, this is like, it's fueling me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. So that's how you know it's real and authentic.
Well, it's because like I mean, I believe like it's a gift if you're hurting inside and you're willing to help out somebody else or
While you're still hurting.
while you're still hurting.
Word. Okay.
And that's the name of like the project that I'm kind of like putting together is called Healing Factor.
My
Nice.
God.
Yeah.
Was your sobriety kind of the turning point for you getting out there? Or was there like kind of a gray area where you got sober and then it took a while for you to just like be like, all right, I need to start.
I
putting
almost
this out?
quit.
What's that?
I almost quit.
Oh, word. When you got sober?
Yeah, I was a year and a half, and like, I mean, I'm off all the drugs and
Yeah.
all the parties and all that stuff, and I was like really just trying to like, obviously, I was like detoxing and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
figuring out a whole new way of like, what am I do now, and like retrain and resettle up my brain, right? So
What was Plan B?
I don't even want to go
You
there.
got
now.
me thinking
Fuck,
about.
man. Because I've been there.
I never had a plan B. There was
I
never
almost
a
quit many
plan B.
times.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
you
like,
never almost quit.
Fuck yeah, well,
Bro, you're trying to unquit
No, I
right
quit
now.
sometimes. I quit sometimes because of life situations where I felt like
You pause,
I didn't.
bro.
It's a
Yeah.
pause. I guess
Yeah.
you can never really quit. It's always going to be in your heart.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean by quitting because there's a lot of artists I've seen that quit because of either drugs. Yeah, that was one of the things I saw. Either just like jail, obviously,
Oh, fuck
and
yeah.
then just like they get depressed because they might have felt like they had a whole dream and vision of something and nothing like that ever happened. If they kept it going a little bit more, it would have.
Yeah.
So, but it's not their faults because sometimes you don't even have people that have support factors. There's a lot. It goes so different, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? It's so crazy that I said that because I had an interview with an artist the other day and they were telling me about like the support factor, right? I guess you know Cross. That's your people.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Shout out
And
Cross.
You done know? And it's like you have a lot of quotes about people like looking down at you or just stepping up and getting back onto the vibe. But a lot of things that friends, I can see that a lot of people hurt you in your journey getting to the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, because this is what the quotes you put out. So I'm saying like obviously everybody goes through that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to tell you to talk about the individuals, but
Right.
Obviously it looks deep with you because you're like, how long you been doing this music where you felt like there was times where you reached out to people and they never like, you know?
I mean, I think just maybe it's swayed away from the point a little bit, but I just felt like a whole lot of broken promises.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like, cause everybody want to build you up. Oh yeah, you're this. Let's do this and blah blah blah. Fucking. Anyways, and then it's like, or let's do a song or whatever. You chop up a verse for them, and you know they don't do nothing with it, or you know shit like that. And it's like my energy is sacred to me.
Yes.
And like my music and what I like to speak about, you know, it means I have this other thing. It's like it's bigger than me. You know what I mean? So like when people toy around with that stuff or like put my movements on a back burner and things like that, that's why I started to just like, now that I have the space and the time for me to focus on my craft and my marketing and my brand, now it's like nobody could take that away from me, right? And it's not put in the next man's hands or like, you know, my next move is on somebody else's clock, I guess, you know what I mean? So yeah, like, I mean, I'm definitely like passionate and aggressive about that now. Cause like, I feel like I've been doing it for so long, but I mean, it's all training ground. You know what I mean? Like I've had great times. I've had like $1 million memories on pizza slice budget. You know what I mean? Like I've had a lot of good times. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, and right now I'm just like I pick my battles, where I go, where I spread my energy and all that. Anyways, next question. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. I was about to ask you. Okay, so what's your next move? Like, I can't ask you where do you see yourself, because at the end of the day, I know you're enjoying your journey. I can see that you're that type of guy, but what would you like to see yourself in the next 2 years? Like, what's your, like, it kind of contradicts what I'm saying, but what would you, I know you probably want to live, you want to be able to still do what you're doing, but what do you think you deserve? Like, what you're doing right now, I know you've been in this game for a long time. what do you think that why you're not getting the recognition where you're getting, especially from being all over here and fucking two faces shit I guess goes on in Calgary like.
Well, really, you can't rely on the closest ones to keep you moving.
Facts.
Like right now, like I mean, I got nothing but love for my city. Period.
Facts.
1,000. And you know what? I don't have any grudges or resentments about anybody anymore. I'm over that.
I like how you said anymore. That's crazy. So.
Oh yeah, no,
I heard that. You said
felt,
anymore.
Anymore,
You know what I mean? So.
Yo,
What
I've
was,
just
the, what
done
was the
is
biggest
done.
deciding factor to like? It seems like forgiveness is kind of the key word there, or is that even it, or was it?
Well,
just
I had to learn to forgive myself what I allowed.
Word. Okay, you're like your boundaries or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. At that time, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, kind of relating to that conversation before, is I feel like in our industry, especially, people are more willing to kick you when you're down. It's people you trust, then help you back up, right? And it's not until you're in that spot that you actually realize it, and then you get that opportunity to be like, oh shit, there are points and times where I am going to be alone.
Right.
Right.
On that note, I got some pretty solid cats.
That's sick.
Right.
That got you back in
like
the way.
I'll tell you that right now. Like I've had moments of like lone wolf vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But at the end of the day, it's like everybody got their own problems.
Yes.
And it's not on me to put my problems on anybody else.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I think some of the boundaries or the relationships that I had, you know, some people around me that like would feed off of my misery or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those are few and far between. Like, don't get me wrong, and I'm not here to call out absolutely nobody because I ain't got no time for that shit.
I'm not time for them thing that.
Nah, man.
I hear what. So I'm gonna switch up on this. Let's just get to the music now. That was perfect.
Let's do it.
You know, we got you on the vibe. So.
Oh, yo, 2 years?
Yes.
2 years from now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to be heard outside of Calgary. How about that?
There you go. This is why he's here, urban migration.
This is why we're
You don't
here.
know. So that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to do because I know how people are. You know how the music industry works, especially in Canada. Like people don't like working with people, and I know that I have the opportunity to get people to make some beautiful music with each other. So I'm gonna ask you, you would be willing to work with people from Toronto and just making things happen and just show that unity. You know what I mean? Because we had to do that in Toronto, and I'm not saying that we actually never used to work with each other before. When we started doing that with each other, things started more popping. And like you said, in Calgary, even getting Calgary, what artists right now that you think you would like to work with in Calgary that you never work with, or you know what I mean, that you know about, like if it could come to you, I'm not putting you on the spot on that, but
No, you know what? Just to give respect to the legends, the local legends, Dragonfly Empire, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And big up to Half Cut, absolutely.
Big up.
You know, K-Riz, he's doing his thing. You know, just I'd like to start brushing shoulders with people that are on more of industry standards.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We're talking about
You
that.
know what I mean?
Where it's career moves versus like kind of hobby style.
Yeah.
Like I would love to get a lot of people on the show, you know what I mean, just to talk about their struggles and things, but there's only so far I could do with that. But my whole vibe is just getting just a whole new look and with artists and talking about themselves and see where people are coming from. And I think that everybody that I talk to in Calgary really have the same vibe, or they really have thinking the same way, but no one knows how to make things happen. But let's just switch this up right now. Music. Let's get on your music right now. Like,
Okay.
what, I guess I could ask you a question, what makes you write your music, but I know it does, I guess life and certain things, but what's your next project that you're doing right now?
So healing factor. Like I said, how I was like almost on a motion of like quitting.
Yeah.
It's like I needed to rewire my brain and what do I rap about now? What's my message now? What kind of things am I trying to, you know, gift to the world? You know, it's crazy. Like I feel like I'm more like sharp, like when it comes to my topics.
Yes.
Or like you catch Void and it's like it's a whole vibe. Like every track needs to be its own meal.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I noticed like some of my 16s back in the day, it would be like all over the place and, you know, not so directive.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like
Kids can do all that.
Yeah.
And get away with it, but
I'm trying to step my game up, you know, and constantly like it's always a learning.
your performances game is sick though. I won't lie. I don't think you really have to do anything on that. I watched your performance game and it was just like, damn, like you actually, I think you put your heart into it. Like you're not shy. Like some people, like I've done a lot of performances. Sometimes I'll get fucking nervous before. I guess everybody gets nervous, but I will shut down when I get on stage and come off and be like, what the fuck did I just do? You know what I mean? But I can see you're really good with the crowd, and so I know that's not your problem. You know what I mean? But
it took years. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean?
It's true.
My first time I was on stage was like way back when. What was it? That bar where tequila used to be. Anywho. Republic. Yes.
Republic.
And Rascals was performing there.
From Vancouver? Was it from Vancouver?
Yeah. And we wasn't a vase or anything, you know what I mean? But
did you think?
we got our tickets and all that stuff, and like me and my Ogden boys or whatever. I grew up in Ogden, down in the southeast. Shout out to Ogden. We got our tickets. We went down there, and New Pinello opened up for Rascals, and we were over at the pool table or whatever. I had this one little contact in my eye and shit, and it started getting all rusty and stuff and teared up and all that. And the openers, they were like, "Yo, any local MCs come up here."
Your heart started beating?
So my homeboys, they were all like right away. They were like, "You,
like, these guys
get up there, or we're all fucking you up." No lie, no lie. They were gonna gank me. So I was like, "All right, let's do this." And like I was just like shaking it off. I was like right off. Anyways, it was like around '99 to be honest, and it was all that Y2K shit.
Yes.
And like I didn't really like do a lot of like freestyles too much at that time, because I was like always writing. I was always in my room. My father wouldn't beat me; he would ground me. So I had a lot of time by myself.
That
right?
sound like motherfucking this nigga did the shit before Eminem. You better lose yourself in the blues before. Yo, you mean
99?
Eminem took your storybook.
So they brought me up. And it was funny because I was on the streets and stuff, like back and forth or whatever. Well, no, sorry. I just jumped timelines.
Say no more. Go ahead.
Once again. Anyways, my homeboy Max, Chain Reaction, Crane, Black Rose, Nucleus, we used to chill over at the Bay downtown on Stephen Ave. And after school, I used to go down there and spit, right? Yeah. So this tall Haitian cat, his name's Mad Max, he got deported. Bless up, and I hope he's doing fine out there.
No more. Sorry, Max.
So they pulled me up to the stage. I get up to the stage, and Max saw me. Tall dude, just like his power was just gigantic. And I looked up, and he looked down at me, and he had like this smirk on his face, like, "You get the fuck up here, my boy." And he literally like yanked me on stage. I was like, "Woo!" Anywho, so I started spitting some jargon, and it was just freestyle or whatever. And I looked at the crowd, and they were like, "Yeah, wishy-washy, wishy-washy," right?
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, shut up. Close your eyes and spit one of your writtens."
Yeah.
And I spit one of my writtens, and it was all like, you know, about the Y2K, like so-called Armageddon and all.
Oh man. Figure it out.
Dude, this is 25 years ago, man.
I don't remember
yesterday.
I don't remember yesterday's stuff.
Yeah, we wrote it all.
Anyway, smash that. So anyways, I closed my eyes and I started rapping about it. And a few times that I opened up my eyes, I saw the front 3 rows just like
stunned, or like
what the fuck just happened?
Oh, so you switched up on them.
Right, because I was all like just doing the drunken swagger freestyle, blah, blah, blah. And then they tried to come up and take my mic, and I said, "Nah, fuck that.
Bro.
Nah, fuck that. This is mine." And then I spit my written, and I saw the people up front just like, "Oh, real." So it was like from there, and doing all these open mics and all throughout the years and stuff, like it's just like, this is my outlet.
So this is why you have, that's why you got that stage performance. That's crazy.
Wait, that was your first performance though?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think my first performance didn't go like that, but I don't even remember it. I probably wouldn't. I would have to lie about my story.
Straight up, me
but
too.
fuck around.
But I'm wondering how you even practice for that, because like you can't do game tapes.
He got fucking forced to get on the stage.
Yeah, but like the nerve, man, because you were talking about even to this day, like you still get some nerves.
Yeah, I guess
to go up there and just kill.
I guess with my nerves, like my girl asked me like with the podcast, she goes, "You're nervous," and I'm like, "It's not that I'm nervous. I'm good around people. It's like sometimes you're nervous that you want things to work out perfectly, and that's where nerves will come. So it's not like you're nervous to do what you do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you're gonna always like. I heard like one time I heard about Janet Jackson. I read her book one time, and she's like, she has like a panic attack every time she goes on stage. I'm like, fuck, who would know?
Wow.
Who would have known?
Wow.
Panic attack.
Janet?
You've been doing this shit since you were a baby.
Yeah.
But it's just some people are just some people. You know what I mean? You can't really change that perspective. Another thing, tell me something that people don't know about you that you like your hobbies, bro. Like things that something cool.
Yo,
like,
before I started writing raps, I was drawing. Okay. And like I was right into like comic books and shit. Like my father taught me how to draw when I was like 7 years old.
I kind of dibble jabble draw.
Kind of like, you know, like look at this, draw this. So I used to do that a lot. Like I said, I was grounded a lot. So I would always be more. But thankfully, I didn't spend too much time in jail. So, right? You know what I mean? Right?
Bam.
Anyways, forward. Yeah.
So, So like I'm kind of a geek like that. So like, had a bunch of comics and stuff, and they believed in my drawing so much that. My mom and dad, they were together at the time. They went to a flea market and they literally bought like 4 or 5 long ass comic book boxes, all the Marvel, like with the paperbacks, like some mints and all this and that.
I love comics.
Gosh, it was like the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Right. And a few years later, we had a fire because I decided to call up all my homies from Ogden during
story about your comic book getting burnt, bro.
No, they did, bro.
The devil's a liar, bro. Just to be honest. You know, like, cause
I'm collecting
comics,
again.
Bro. Like,
so I'm collecting
so
again,
right?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I do that. I'm a fucking Marvel geek still. I am a super Marvel geek, but
Nothing wrong with that.
You guys do nothing wrong with that.
Y'all talking about comic books exclusively, or like not?
Like real motherfucking comic books,
Damn, bro, yeah.
Shit, yeah, that's why I get mad at MCU fucking up the books, bro.
Don't do it.
Do not.
Don't do it.
I would type in the fucking Disney, be like, you guys are dissing the books. Thanos never did that.
Killing my child.
Whatever, go on live. So let's go on with this right now. I'm gonna take some of your stickers and put it all over the fucking places.
You got it.
Right
hey yo,
show them up with what's the sticker about?
Hey yo,
get this where you're.
So the hand signal isn't really a gang sign.
Oh, well, you weren't gonna say.
No, it's a 403.
403.
And the 403
wrong and fucking
403 is the area code of Calgary. Before 587 and all the
kids don't take it twisted and think
so
he's about a part
don't
of
think that I'm like throwing up something or whatever. You know what I mean? But you know what it is? It's a sign of pride. Like no homo.
Where'd you get this from? That sign. I've never seen that before.
Okay, so I'll be honest. My homeboy Box Cutter.
That's a
shout
cool
out to
guy.
Goldie.
Yeah,
that sounds like a Christian guy.
Yo, he's Jewish. What do you think?
Let's go.
But so he had an interview in the Calgary Herald, and he was throwing it up. And then like McPhee, rest in peace, from Loose Cannon, he started doing it, and I was doing it, and yo, I just stuck with it because like I mean like Calgary hasn't had that man. Calgary hasn't had that one person really pop off. Yo, shout out to Easy Mac for skipping out and doing his damn thing though, because he's actually doing his damn thing.
Have you seen anyone come close, to being that man?
Oh man.
Or do you think there's like a roster of potentials?
There's a roster of potential. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's not for me to say.
It's a fairly large tier.
I said to cross my bad to cut you off.
You're good.
I seen some Calgary artists come down to Toronto and do some music, but they would never shout out Calgary. I didn't understand that. Like they wanted to come out there and blow without really representing their thing. But it's not like, I don't remember their names. Like I know, don't get me quoted, but I understood why they were trying to do that, but that was like the wrong move to make because There's still artists in Toronto. They're still trying to get out. How the hell did you think?
Yeah.
You know you were gonna get out. I know that might be.
I think that shit is strange, man. Like I think it doesn't matter like where you're from. It's where you're at or what you've been what you've been through. Like be yourself and be like trying to carbon copy it, what's hot or like what's popping. Yo, like that's a whole other conversation for me right now. Cause like, I mean, really, I've lived all over this city. And like, you know that song D Block?
Yes.
It's true say. Like there's a D Block everywhere. You know what I mean? There's hardship everywhere.
For sure.
Right?
For
and
sure.
you know what? Welcome to this beautiful city of mine, but first let me introduce you to the gritty side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like don't get it twisted. There's some shit anyways, which I'm just gonna slide this right in right now, which gives Calgreazy its name.
So I'm gonna start calling it from now.
So Calgreazy.
I see where the greasy part comes from. You know, very very quiet and very like in the shadows on the ninja shit. Toronto's just out there right in your fucking face. But
yo,
yeah,
Calgreazy as the location, that name came from the block. Like we call this Scary Circle, East Village. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that whole area got itself a nice facelift in the past 10 some odd years.
That place is not even there no more.
You know what I mean? Like Cecil is gone now. Like there's huge ass buildings, and it was so strange to me how like so much shit would pop off literally right across the street from City Hall.
Yeah.
But yo, that whole circuitry.
Mm-hmm.
That's and I called it Greasel Town. You know what I mean? Like it was just like that was where we came up. That was my survival. That was my survival grounds. You know, kicked out 16. I had to just do my own thing and sleeping on rooftops and DI centers and all that jazz. You know what I mean? But you know what? Somebody was out there looking out for me, and you know what? God don't give you anything more than you can handle. So here we are today. Enough said.
Say no more. Enough said.
Shout out to Calgreazy.
So, and you guys, when you guys see this around the city, you guys make sure that you guys, you know, show some love, write some love on it. He's about to come up with some new vibe with this right now for the city to work with. You guys are gonna have fun with what he's about to come up with. We're probably not gonna say it on the podcast, but a little more from now we're gonna get there. So. Now,
top left, there's a QR code. So when you're out and about and you see that QR code, scan that QR code. It gives all of my links to all of my socials, all of my videos, all of that stuff. You can link me personally. I have no problem with that. Do it.
So again, now just shout out to all the people that are watching us, Calgary. Stand up for all your artists. We're all here trying to make it big out here. You know what I mean? Or just trying to get our word out. So. Another thing, that we do the booth action up out here, right?
Okay.
So I know you're ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
When you guys, so I don't know, I'm not going to ask you what you're going to do, you know what I mean? But you guys stay tuned to that. Is there anything else, that you feel like you want to express or show somebody what's popular?
Yo, actually, the past 2-3 years, in the past 2 years and shit, I've been doing my open air, doing opening for headliners and things. And you know what? I'm now a proud Calgary representative of the Block Productions. If y'all haven't heard of them, they're based out of Red Deer. They are the company that had a lot to do with Mercules come up, and they're linked up with the Stomp Down Cats and all that. And you know what? They believe in me. And I'm happy to be a part of their productions, their shows, and get artists from Calgary to come up, do their thing, sell their tickets, sell their merch, and come fuck with us, because you're not just rapping for rappers anymore, because we are selling our tickets to our fans. So if you want to build an actual list and a contact list and build your own fans, come fuck with us. You know what I mean? I'm done with rapping for rappers. No disrespect for the come up at all. But you know what? I'll even slide in and do my couple showcases here and there. Love is love, period. Because you know what? It's just the love for the game, period. But I'll tell you right now, if you want to get in the mix of other people's fans and shake hands and meet other people and sell your merchandise and all that jazz, come holla at the Block Productions.
It's perfectly said, bro. You heard what he said, bro. You guys show some love and keep it real out here. You know, Calgary stand together. You know, it is Edmonton, Manitoba, all across Calgary. Toronto, you don't know, stand up. I just want to big up, you know, Jump Shot Records for allowing us to have this special thing that we do right now.
Thank you.
I want to big up Calgary. I want to big up Toronto. I want to big up Fresh Talk. You don't know out there.
Shout out Vancouver.
Shout out Vancouver. You know what it is. And all my squad, all my team that helped me out doing, you know what it is. My boy Jordan.
Big up you, Dwayne. Killing it.
Big
too,
up
bro.
moi.
My man.
Should probably have say to OG, but whatever. They're gonna kill me for that one.
I thought you were Chinese.
What? Calm down. You don't,
Yeah.
you don't say enough stuff.
All right,
You crazy.
Yo, secrets.
You so
Keep that behind the scenes.
Oh, yo, big up to all my peoples out here and all my team. Like, you know, if it wasn't for my team helping me out, trust me, this wouldn't work because podcast is not as easy as people think that. But guess what? We have this popping. We're gonna make it happen. You know, I appreciate you coming through and showing like some real deep shit because this is what the podcast is about. Like letting us everybody be able to open. I know we're gonna do a follow up with you, obviously. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
and just we're gonna talk about later on since you know what happened since we had this podcast and shit. You had a lot to say, and I think a lot of people that's gonna see your thing is gonna be like, yo, trust me. But I'm gonna ask you one more question before you. Do you think a lot of people that you deal with that know you and you're doing this music, do you think they really know who you are? Like, so this podcast won't even mean anything. They already knew what type of person you are. Or you think that them seeing you in this light and this vibe might make them be like, whoa, holy shit, I never knew he was like that. Or I didn't know he was that humble. Or I didn't know. But your music speaks for itself. In most parts, you know, sometimes you can go from doing a song Void. Was that you did a song Void, right?
Yeah.
And then you could do another song that's just so totally different. That's your skill pattern of doing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I believe like each track should be its own.
And that's what you're talking
chords.
about. Yeah, whatever. You're just a musician at the end of the day, right? So.
I'll
What about
take
these
that.
young youths? Shit, I'm gonna get. What about the young kids? You feel like you will do tracks with these? Do you know how to collaborate with these young kids? I know that. I try not to hate on the new music. I love the new music. I just think it's less content, but the beats are great. Their vibes are great. They're little but starting to big up the older artists right now because they know that lyrics are coming back. Feel that way?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm open to it, absolutely. But I ain't fucking with no shit that like if the frequency in my head ain't working right or it feels too whiny or whatever, like nah, man, that ain't my vibe, bro. So like, I mean, I'm down to experiment.
Yeah.
And so like the door's definitely open, but like, hey, don't take it any other way. If it's not my vibe, it's not my vibe.
Say no more. All right, so you don't know. So now I guess we're gonna wrap this up, and you don't know, yo, Vince, I appreciate you for coming through. We're gonna get on the booth. We have the wrap up session going on. You know, for whatever couple months, we'll see what's going on. But you guys get ready for the booth. Thank you, Jay, for coming through.
Always
You done know, so
Thank you.
yeah, this is what it is. Calgary stand up, Toronto, Edmonton, Holy Canada, big up Jump Shop, 3rd Degree for Life. You know what it is. G Original Clothing. You know, big up my boy Cam. We out here. Also, big up Gray's Liquor Vault right here. This is a new beer store that opened up in Calgary like probably yesterday. You know, she's a great lady. Tammy Show, you know what it is. I hope I said Shaw. My bad. Don't get mad at me. But yeah, she has her liquor store in Calgary. You guys, when you zoom in this, you can see where it is. Like her cheapest prices I've seen since I've been here. And you know, I be on that beer shit. Sorry, mom. She's gonna hate that shit. But anyways, yo, big up the man them. Yo, Calgary stand up. And that's a wrap. Urban Migration. We're gonna do this.
Calgreazy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What up, y'all? Yup, you know it. It's the ViNZ reporting to you live straight from work. And just in case you didn't know, Easy Mac, Golden BSP, July 31st. I got hard copies and a show pass for you. Also, July 25th, I'll be dropping my new single, Graze. Be on the lookout for that. I got a master link for you. And also, August 22nd, on my birthday, I'll be opening up for Snack the Ripper at Commonwealth, and that's an early show. Get your tickets at snacktheripper.com. And early show, 7:30. Let's go. Bang! Y'all some ass kisses, sack licking, ball talking motherfuckers. Matter of fact, I can't even call you motherfuckers. Tell you go suck your mother while you sucking your mother. Got your baby mama up under my Under Armour. Head button me, belly button, y'all can tell me nothing. Too many plenty frontin', get a hefty cuffin', run off on the plug. You dig, I dug. Fuck whatever you claim you did. Story up, I'm done. Y'all but it's authentic as cross dresses. He all said it, set it off. I offset it on Cardi, just off credit. Till I even my odds unsettled the impaler. Leave them all beheaded. More or less, I used to be moralist. I'm used to doing more with less. Y'all woke me out of my task paralysis. Leave it to the cops to discover where the mask of malice is. Trying to take me back to the good old days. On the block with the rocks and the good old grays. Trying to take me back to the good old days. On the block with the rocks and the good old grays. I don't tap, face and hands, be labeled as a target to the constable sergeant. Move smarter than that, true sets you free. Depends on the company you keep. On star levels, a cool cat turned out goof rat. Trust me, trust me. There's more to live for than where the loot's at. If it's one thing I learned from the general, that's the move where your troops at. A hard worker always knows where their boots at. Let's keep it 100. Yo, was comfortable watching me all fucked up, afraid of what I'd become if I wasn't. Now I spy fighters and white lies. I supply the fire without lighters and white lines. Inviting divine alignment into my life. I am thriving, highlight to die environment. Sure, I did some things I ain't proud of. Still the best at what I do. James Howden. Trying to take me back to the good old days. On the block with the rocks and the good old